Do you know that making your own granola at home can be healthier and tastier than store-bought options? Let's find out how. So in this video, you'll be learning how to make the crunchiest and healthiest granola at home using simple ingredients and quick method. Many people struggle to find a granola recipe that is both easy to make and produce satisfying results. So in this video, I'll be teaching you all you need to know about granola making. So you want to first of all start off with your oats. You need about 4 cups of oats. Any kind of brand would work for this. All you need is an oat. So I did show the product I used. I'm not saying it's a must you use that particular product, but if that's what you can lay your hand, it's fine. So you need 4 cups, and you also be adding in some cinnamon, grounded or powdered cinnamon. That is actually optional. It's not a must you add cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, please exclude this from your recipe or don't bother adding it at all. Then you need salt. So you need about 1/4 tsp of salt and 1/4 tsp of cinnamon. This is our base, so we'll be setting that aside, and in another bowl we'll be adding in the wet ingredient. So the wet ingredient we'll be needing is just 2. We need oil. Any kind of oil would work, but in this video we used olive oil, and you can use coconut oil if you have it. I do recommend coconut oil because of the flavoring and everything it has. So if you have coconut oil, it also would be lovely. So in a separate bowl, aside from the base we already did, you'll be adding in your coconut oil, about half cup of, so like I said, I used olive oil, so I added half cup of olive oil, half cup of honey, and a drop of coconut flavor, like a drop of it, just for it to have that aroma, So you can actually use 2 methods. It's either you once you've done mixing, then you add your dry or your base into the wet ingredients, and you can use your hand to go over it to ensure that it's all incorporates the wet ingredient and everything is finely mixed. Then you can go ahead to place the mixture in a tray and bake in your oven for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then you bring out at interval and you stir to avoid it getting burnt. So the secret about granola is that the longer it stays in heat, the more brown, or the more it gets crunchy one, and the color gets darkened, like really dark. So if you don't want your granola to be too dark, then you might want to reduce the amount of time it stays in the heat. If you want it to be very crunchy, then you have to leave it in the heat. That's the first method. So the second method is for you to use a pan and place over a low heat, then add your mixture to it, and you just try to roasting it, but I won't really call it roasting, but I think that's the technique, because nothing will be added to the pan, just a dry pan for cooking or a pot. Add in your mixture and put over a low heat. Then you stir continuously till it has gotten a little bit brown, like it's no longer in this fresh looking color. Like once you're doing this, you would know when it's ready. Yes, you would definitely know. So just that was the method we actually used. I didn't use the oven method. I used the pan on a stove method because I figured out that not everybody would have an oven in the house. So that's what I did. You see how I went in with my hands, so to ensure that there is no part that is not fully mixed. to avoid story that touches the heart. So I just went in with my hands and I just ensured that there were the base, which is the oats and the cinnamon and sugar, are fully incorporated the wet ingredients. So the thing is, you can also add coconut chips to this, you can add almond, you can add cashew nuts, any kind of nuts can actually go in this. But because not everyone actually love nuts, and my customers or my kind of people I deliver my services to, they don't like nuts, so I'm just sticking to what they like. But please don't be restricted, you can add anything to this. So I place this in the fire for about 3 to 7 minutes on low heat, and I got this after 7 minutes. You can see how dry it is looking like. Then you leave it to cool off. Then I'm just turning this into my bowl. You see it's no longer the same color as it was the first time before taking it to the heat. That's how you know it is fully ready. If you want it to be really crunchy, like I said, you have to leave it in the fire for more minutes. Then I had this toasted coconut, so I just added it, and I'll also be adding in my raisin. Please note, when I added my raisin after the granola was ready, not before. Take note of that. Ensure you've washed your raisin and your raisin is all dry. Then at this point, you can add your cashew, you can add your almond, anything at all. Then you just leave this for it to cool down, because it's still very hot at this stage. And there you have it, your granola is ready. Yes, your granola is ready, and this can stay up to a month, 3 weeks, or even more. Just ensure it's in a sealed container or a bag, a Ziploc bag that won't have air coming into it. So you leave this to cool off, and that's basically it. So there you have it, your granola is ready. Your granola is ready. Your granola is ready. So if you have any question, you can comment any of your question below, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We post helpful video here on our channel, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and God bless you. Bye. Thank you for watching.